Hey, there we go. And we are live. Hey, Goddess, thank you for watching this video. You're on with Abiola and Goddess Jovanhanna, who is a spiritual love coach and a member of my Spiritpreneur Warrior Business Sisterhood. She has such a gift, such an incredible, intuitive, powerful offering. I just wanted to show her off. So welcome, Goddess Jovanhanna.
Hello, it's wonderful to be here.
It's so wonderful to be talking with you. So you are a spiritual love coach. What does that mean?
As a spiritual love coach, I help women heal their heart from past hurts, whether it's from a relationship with somebody else or whether it's just from not loving her own self, so that they can heal and go on to really open up and experience all the love and joy there is in life, because sometimes our relationships or situations can rob us of that. So I want to just put love back out into the world.
I think that this is such an important offering and so needed at this time where there's so much fear and bitterness and anger that is in the world. And so thank you for answering your calling. What led you to this path?
Honestly, my own life. I actually fought it for a very long time. I was in an abusive relationship and then had a series of just crazy relationships. And then I just got to a point where I just knew that wasn't it. You know, that's not what love was. And, you know, I just see my peers just doing different things and everybody wants to be loved, but it seems like we're going about it the wrong way. So I kind of really started focusing on myself and building a healthy relationship with myself. And then it just kind of expanded into, you know, this uncovering like the energy of love and looking at it from a spiritual perspective rather than just from, you know, what we commonly think is love, which is, you know, just the feeling, but it's so much deeper than that. And once I really started thinking of it as spiritual and as energy, my perception and how I went about things really changed. And then I just kind of started sharing that with other people.
Well, thank you for being so courageous. I know that, you know, Goddess Jovanhanna, she is a speaker and a writer as well. And I know that you have a recent talk that's upcoming that you're going to be doing, or did it happen already regarding domestic violence?
It's actually tomorrow. So I am going to be sharing my story. And the funny thing is I haven't really spoken out about it for a very long time. I kind of like just held that story in because I have a daughter, she's 15. And I guess part of me didn't want her to know, you know, what happened with me and her dad. But at the same time, for me, I'm just at a place where I need to release that story. And hopefully it'll help other women who are in the same situation and maybe even help them from going into an abusive situation, because a lot of women, believe it or not, have been abused in some way, whether it's emotionally, physically, sexually. Like there's so much trauma that we're holding on to, and we really just need healing.
I've been in emotionally abusive relationships too, and so I completely understand. And I think that this is really important, especially, you know, because it's a spiritual offering. I think that a lot of women who feel a greater calling or who are empathic, you know, women tend to attract narcissists and be in these kinds of relationships and situations and then don't talk about it. So it's beautiful that you're talking about it. And I think because you have daughters, it's really, to me, that makes it even more important that you're sharing this, because what we don't heal, we pass on. And
right. And that's what I don't want for my girls. I want them to learn from my mistakes so that they don't have to make them.
Yes, which is beautiful and powerful. And it has been wonderful. I love working with you and seeing your work evolve and seeing the light bulbs pop up and, you know, the way that everything, like you have just bloomed and blossomed over the past year. Like you are literally like not even the same human being. Can you talk about that?
I'm not. And it's been really amazing because, like I said, I've fought being in, a relationship guru or expert for the longest time because I had so many terrible relationships. But it's so funny how the mess of your life is like the message. And that's what like really makes you grow. And the last relationship I was in, it wasn't, an abusive relationship, but it was so toxic. And I carried all that weight for the longest time until it started affecting me in a way where I had to make a choice. And so I chose me. And so, I was a single mom again for the second time. And that in itself was really hard. But I'm thriving and I'm flourishing. And I've taken all of those lessons and the things that made me sad and the things that made me cry. And I just look at the woman that I am right now, and I'm just amazed. I'm so amazed myself. I'm sorry.
Oh, that is beautiful. That is beautiful. Like how incredible that you amaze yourself.
But a lot of it is really connecting with people like you and the other Spiritpreneur goddesses who understand and share the same, high vibration, positive energy and want to, do amazing things. Because whether you are like in an intimate relationship with someone, or even if it's just your family or your friends, the people around you have the greatest pull. And if that pull is negative, it'll trap you and it'll keep you stuck there. So even in my, growth and evolution, like I lost a lot of friendships. I've even kind of distanced myself a bit from my family just to protect my peace. And a lot of times women are afraid to do that because we feel like we have to be there for everybody else except ourselves. And part of spiritual love is realizing that you are the love and that love is within you. So you have to truly love yourself first so that you can receive it from others and then give it in return.
Absolutely, absolutely. And when I envisioned birthing this program, the community for me was very important. It's the same reason why I do retreats, for specifically that reason, that I know that a lot of people evolve past the people that are in their lives. And so the community, I think, is for me like a really, really important part of it. And so many people sign up for this program and don't even join the community part. So can you talk to those people and tell them why they need to come and join the community?
Relationships are everything. And in the community is where the magic happens. I feel like I love Afua and Enchantress Shane. Like everybody is so amazing. And we can talk to Abiola and just everybody in the group. It's a sisterhood. And if you are not a part of that, then you're missing out. You won't get the full experience because you're not building those relationships or connecting. So join, do it.
Yeah, that it's not just, yeah, of course, there are all of, the lessons and all of that stuff that's there. But, really the community being able to me, I feel like if you make full use of the community, you grow exponentially because you're able to grow from your questions and your stuff, but also everyone else's. And there is a consciousness of and a realignment that you may not have with the people in your life.
Right. And I think too, sometimes people are afraid to join because they're like, oh, I'm so far behind, or I'm not, I don't know social media or whatever the case may be, but it doesn't matter because there's so much support there and we're all in different places. I'm not where I want to be, but I'm getting there because I'm a part of this community and I can ask questions and give answers. And when I see a question that I can answer, I'm like, yes, okay, that's great. I know something. Let me share this. So it's not a place to be judged. It's a place to be supported and nurtured so that you can blossom and grow.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. And speaking of blossoming and growing, let's talk about your program and your offerings. And so tell us about your offerings as a spiritual love coach for people who are wanting to participate.
Well, I have a few different things that I do. I like to kind of take a holistic approach. One of the things that I absolutely love are essential oils because that's what helped me after I left my abusive relationship. I was diagnosed with major depression. I had post-traumatic stress disorder and anxiety. And so basically the doctors was like, well, you're going to have to take medication for the rest of your life. And that just didn't sit well with me. So I did a lot of research, and essential oils were something that were proven to really uplift you and help your mood. So I incorporate coaching with intuitive services like tarot card, love readings, also energy healing with Reiki, which I absolutely love, and essential oils. So that gives you a whole like mind, body, spirit support system to really help you heal your heart so that you can go on to love life and love yourself. And I love what I do. Sometimes I feel like it's so much, but it really is all the different things that help me become who I am and help me get through some of the darkest days in my life.
It's so beautiful. It's so beautiful. I don't think that it's too much at all. Like it's almost like, like back like in the days like on old movies and stuff, how you would see the doctor would show up and he would have like a bag, the doctor bag. And so these are all the things in your doctor bag, basically.
Right, my toolkit.
Yes, yes. And I know that you even do essential oil blends. Can you tell us about that?
I custom make essential oil blends depending on what you need. I'm working on one now called Holiday Cheer, because I know as we go into the holiday season, some people, either have lost loved ones, or maybe they're just single and they're like, I'm alone. So it is an uplifting and energizing blend to help you get through the holidays without, feeling so like down and sad. It's really to just kind of spread a little bit of cheer. It's a really great scent with like peppermint, orange, and a touch of lavender. So it also has kind of like a little calming effect to it also.
Oh, that sounds lovely. That sounds lovely. And you may even want to also do, if you haven't already, one for seasonal affective disorder. I used to get really like down during, the dark months, for people who live in climates where places where the seasons change. And I live where the seasons change. And, that for me, like used to be, having seasonal affective disorder. So that may be something that you want to offer as well. Yeah, I love that
That's a really great idea.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
essential oils, like they're great for like sleeping and just day-to-day stress and just kind of really supporting yourself, because we do deal with a lot of stress just in general, and I see a lot of people that don't manage it well, and I think that's a lot of why we see so many issues in relationships too.
I agree. The your sound, just so that you know, something weird is happening with your audio. I don't know what is. I'm looking at you and nothing changed, but it's something weird started to happen. Do you have is there a microphone that you're using?
Just this. Let me take it out and see.
Let's try it without it, because I don't want anyone to miss what you're saying. Let's see. Okay, so nope, can't hear you. Huh.
How about now?
It's better. Yeah.
Okay. Now yours sounds a little funny to me.
Yeah, it's a little bit, a little bit fuzzy, but hopefully people will keep on listening and just listen through it, and I'll see if we can clean up the sound as well. Do you have any examples of your essential oils that you can show us?
I don't have any of like the custom blends, but I do have my essential oil kit here that I take with me everywhere. And I would have to say that probably lavender is my favorite, because it is just an all-around great oil for if you need help sleeping or relaxing. It's really great for skin and hair also. And I'll add like a drop to my tea just to, at the end of the day, just to relax and unwind. So they have so many uses, and I just think everybody should use them.
I think so too. So you have all of that stuff. So if someone is watching and she's like, very into what you're offering, how do people get involved with your programs? I know that you have like some free gifts that you give away as well, or free gift that you give away. How do people join your tribe?
Yes, I do offer a guided meditation. It's a 20-minute healing meditation. And then there's also a PDF that talks about 3 oils that can really help with almost any kind of emotional upsets that you may have. And if you go to my website, you can join my tribe, and you'll just get all of that emailed to you. And hopefully I want to have some blends with those oils in it for people to purchase so that they can use them along with the meditation.
That's beautiful. And you not only have you make videos as well as do posts. How do people how can let people know where you are online, the different things that you offer?
I'm everywhere. My digital home is thespirituallovecoach.com. I'm on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook as a spiritual love coach or at Love Jovanhanna. And I would love to connect with you. You can also join my tribe at tslc.co/tribe. And there you can join and get access to a spiritual empowerment library that has different tools and resources to really just empower you with love. And some exclusive podcast episodes are there as well. And I do have a podcast that's on iTunes. It's also on Stitcher and Google Play called Live, Learn, Love. And it's really just all about living and learning from, the lessons that we learn in different relationships. So I'm excited about that. I'm always looking for people to have what I like to call spiritual love conversations with me about different topics that we see in relationships. So the last one I did, we talked about the importance of friends and sisterhood, and that was a really good episode. So that was fun.
Oh, that's so great. That's so great. And so can people work with you one-on-one, or is there a group program coming? How do people, if they're saying, okay, well, before actually we get to that, who are the women or women and men who's your soulmate client? Who's right for your programs?
My soulmate clients are women who have been hurt before from a relationship, or they either lack self-love for whatever reasons and maybe are still holding on to different traumatic experiences that they may have had in life, and they just want love, but they aren't sure how to get it, or maybe they keep attracting the same kind of guys, or maybe they aren't really able to stand up for themselves or express themselves in their relationships. So I love to work with women who are ready to open up to love and who are open to different methods of healing and creating change in their life.
Oh, beautiful. Okay, so now I can ask you, how do you work with them? Do you work with them one-on-one or in groups? Or tell me how, if someone's like, okay, this sounds great, how do they work with you?
I do work with women one-on-one, and I'm putting together an intimate group coaching program. I like small groups, so I like to keep things a little small. But I'm putting together a group coaching program called Heal My Heart. It's going to be 12 weeks, so we're going to go through the healing process and really change what I like to call our heart set, which is kind of how we operate in love and relationships, kind of like your mindset for your heart, so that once you leave the program, you'll be in a better space to have healthy relationships and have boundaries set up so that you aren't expending your energy too much in relationships. So that also includes intuitive readings, Reiki healings, and custom essential oil blends.
Oh, that's so exciting. Wonderful. And so if someone is wanting to do your one-on-one coaching before that program is ready, how do they contact you to do that? Or what's the process?
So on my website, I have what I like to call a heart-to-heart connection. So that's like a 30-minute consultation call where we'll talk and just get a feel for each other and make sure that, we're in alignment to work together. With the type of coaching that I do, you have to be in a space where you want to do the work, because it's up to you to get through the change. I can bring all the tools and knowledge and skills, but if you're not ready for it, then it won't be of value to you. So I want to make sure that you're ready to get the love that you deserve and make the changes that you want to see in your life.
Awesome. Awesome. So let's talk then about what your journey has been, your Spiritpreneur journey. Who were you at the beginning of or before the program? What made you sign up, and who are you and your work now?
Oh, before the program, I don't even know if I can remember. I think I was in a space where I just wanted to do just life coaching. I think I was kind of more so focusing on self-love, but still not really in it. I felt like I was kind of just tiptoeing around everything. And when I saw the Spiritpreneur program, I jumped at it because your website was one that I would frequent a lot. I loved your energy because you talked a lot about self-worth, and you were spiritual and you had your cards, and I was like, she's just like me and she looks like me. So I was just immediately attracted to you, and you were just so radiant, and I loved your energy. So when I saw the program, I had to join. I would say now I am very confident in who I am and sharing my story, the good, the bad, the ugly, as it, relates to, the things that I've gone through and the things that I do, even for my own self, for healing and love. So, yeah, I think it's been definitely a transformation. I'm a lot more comfortable showing up and being authentic and not really caring, who doesn't like it, because, they're not for me, and that's okay. I'm just in a really great place, and I'm glad that I was able to grow with you and really help to birth some of my ideas. And I have so many more that I want to bring to life.
We'll bring them all to life. We are going to bring them all to life and bring your abundance to life,
Yes.
so that you can take care of your babies in the way that they deserve.
Yes. But it's been a beautiful process, and I've learned a lot and have taken some giant steps forward. So it's been great for me.
It's been great for me to work with you as well. And I'm excited, like I said, about, continuing your journey and your growth, and, letting the world know about the spiritual love coach and all of her offerings. Yes. So if you were going to recommend the program to one of your friends who is maybe like in the same space where they're kind of not knowing what they want to do, afraid to be seen, afraid to show up for themselves, or didn't even know, like it's just afraid, fear, period. What would you say to a friend to recommend to them, coming into a Spiritpreneur program?
I would say that it is exactly where they're supposed to be. And, they're going to release those fears, and they're going to start to manifest and bring their vision to life.
Yes. Yes. And was it intimidating? Because I think that a lot of people get intimidated. That's why in a lot of my things I say, take a deep breath. Like, people get intimidated by just the sheer volume of, like, the immensity of thinking, okay, I'm going to build a business. Like, it is terrifying to people. And one of the reasons I told you, like, that I am inspired by watching you with your two girls, being the engine, the little engine who could, in your big way, with your big, beautiful energy and big, beautiful calling. For people who think, okay, it sounds intimidating. Can you address that? People say, I'm not a technical person. That's a fear that people have a lot. I'm not technical. I don't know.
I think that when you want to manifest something that is your calling, the right tools and the right knowledge, all of that is going to show up for you. And the technical part is what scares people. But once it's set up, and there's so many like step-by-step processes that really break it down and make it easy. Once it's set up, it just runs. Yes. And you can always get help. And, so don't let something stop you from shining your light and living your purpose.
Amen to that. Amen to that. Beautiful. So let everyone else know who may be interested in working with the spiritual love coach, where to find you, what you offer, how they can get in on that free kit or meditation offer. Let them know.
Again, I am Jovanhanna, the Spiritual Love Coach, and you can find me at thespirituallovecoach.com, where you can access the Spiritual Love Empowerment Library or sign up for your heart-to-heart connection to see if working with me one-on-one is right for you. If you join my tribe, you will get upcoming information about the intimate group program that I'm putting together called Heal My Heart. And I am here for you. You can also send me questions if you just have a question, and I'll try to answer it to the best of my ability. Ask at thespirituallovecoach.com. I am here to bring healing and love to you.
Yes. And if you email ask at thespirituallovecoach.com, if we're really, really lucky, she probably will on her YouTube channel answer in
Yes.
a video form. And so you'll be able to, get a video answer directly from the spiritual love coach herself.
Yes. Yes.
Beautiful. Well, I am so, so proud of you. And
Thank
even
you.
greater than that, I think that you have such important work that you are doing. I know that there are women who need your work, who are hungry for your transformational work and need the spiritual love coach in their lives. So let's just get your work out there to the people who are aligned with it, the women who are hungry for it.
Absolutely. Yes.
Yay!
Thank you.
You're welcome, goddess. You're absolutely welcome. And so you who are watching, head on over and take advantage of all of the goodies that she promised at thespirituallovecoach.com and follow Goddess Jovanhanna throughout social media. And of course, be seen, be heard, be a movement for yourself. Namaste.
Yes. Namaste.
Yay.